The first thing you should learn if you're a beginner saxophone player is how to get a good sound on the saxophone. If somebody doesn't like the way that you sound after hearing just one note, they're not going to listen to the second note, and they're definitely not going to listen to the rest of your song. So, this is how you get a good tone on the saxophone. Every day, when you start practicing, you can do a tone exercise. I have a couple that I can suggest for you here. The first one is long tones. Start on a neutral note like middle B. So what you're doing there, you're trying to keep the tone steady as far as the intonation, but you're also trying to keep it steady as far as the amount of air that you're putting into the saxophone. Doing that from the beginning of your breath till the end of your breath. So if you can be completely steady while doing that, you're doing long tones the right way. Do that on every note of your saxophone, and you'll be used to playing every single note in good tune. And this is something you're going to be working on all the time. It's not something that you really grow out of. Everybody does long tones. Everybody can benefit from long tones. The next thing you should know is every note on your saxophone. It's a great thing to focus on early in your saxophone playing. Take a note chart. I have one of these. It's under the video. You can download that. That'll help you learn every note. Just take your time. At least if you learn the fingerings, that's a great start. The next thing you need to know, you need to be able to play in tune. So when you're playing saxophone, this saxophone is never truly in tune on its own. That's something that's completely up to you. So every day when you're practicing, you should spend some time focusing on your tuning. You can accomplish this while you're doing your long tones, so you can get more than one thing done at a time. You should have a tuner of some kind. I have two tuners here. I have a physical tuner, and I also have a tuner on my iPad. So these are two options that you have. So while you're playing, this physical tuner is going to tell you what note you're playing. If you're on pitch, it's going to turn green, and then you know you're on. If it turns like red, it means you're off. So that's how you calibrate your tuning as a saxophone player. You just make little adjustments so that you can stay in tune. Things that you can adjust are your embouchure, your throat. Those things can change the way the note comes out, how easily it comes out, and if you're in tune. So this is the app called Tonal Energy. It does the same thing as a regular tuner. I can just play here and you'll see what it does. This one's pretty cool. You just play, you try to make that green happy face show up. And if you can keep that happy face going for a long time, you've done it well. And this app has a whole bunch of other features. I'll dive into that in another video. But you have two options here. You have a great app. You also have a physical one. Both links are in the description below this video. Another thing you should be doing if you're new to the saxophone is learning your major and your minor scales. I made a video all about that. You can learn the major and the minor scales by clicking that video over there. I'll help you out with it. See you over there.